Hello, my beautiful people. It's your girl, Simply Momo Obi. Yes, guys, I'm very happy that you guys enjoyed my last video on Natasha and Senator Akpabio. And today, I'm bringing to you guys the latest update again. Like I said, if you've not watched that video, please go and watch it. That is, if you have missed everything on that story after watching this video, you will follow up. Watch that video before coming back to this very one. So, these are the things that has been happening.
Of course, the internet does not forget. After that thing you just saw, where they're trying to recall Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaha, okay, so the internet went and brought out a video, which I'm going to play now, where Godswill Akpabio was in the same position as Natasha Akpoti, and where he was trying to air his voice.
Go to your seat. Then when you get your seat, I'll recognize you.
I sat next to Senator Kwankwaso until I was led by the sergeant at arms that this is my seat.
I asked the clerk whether he allocated that seat to you. He said he didn't.
He told me he would prefer to sit here. So I said there is no microphone there, but he said he would still prefer to sit there.
If there's been a senator that I've allowed to speak without a microphone, state. That's never happened in this chamber. All we said is there's no microphone where you are.
So this very thing the Senate Vice President Akpabio did was this exactly the same thing Natasha Uduaha did that we are having problem till now. This is the same reason why allegedly people are saying that it is not this thing that is the problem, but for the fact she reported allegedly that he has been sexually abusing her. I don't know if you guys get me. Just continue to watch.
My polling unit to ask for our signature for the recall of our senator. We are waiting for the people who forged our signature to come, if INEC deem it fit, to come and verify those forged signatures. We shall arrest some people who forged our signature. We've already submitted the petition to the police, informing the police that people forged our signature for the recall of Natasha. So we are waiting for INEC to come. So we will show INEC that these signatures are not our signatures.
So in essence, you didn't sign any petition?
Nobody visited the polling unit. Talk more of signing the recall process of Natasha. Nobody. Our polling units were empty that day.
What's
so
your name?
Who were the 250 people that signed the recall process? Who were those people?
So giving you an update on what you just watched right now. So recently, Senator Natasha Akpoti on the recall of her seat, so they wanted to vote again in their community. This was during Salah, and they refused her coming. The governor of the state of Kogi State wanted her not to come back, but she still said, they said by road, by land, blah blah blah. They didn't know she was going to fly in. So surprisingly, she flew into her very next compound where they don't have a house, and people were already there gathering and waiting for her, and you can hear everything that she said. She Kukuma said she didn't disobey the law. They asked her not to come by road or anything. They've already mounted police, everybody in various stations, thinking she's going to come by road, and she surprised them and flew in. And you can also see what one of the supporter also said there. You see, everything is just black and white. Okay, just continue watching on the updates. I compiled a whole video in case you have missed a lot in what is happening right now in the country. You can just join through. Make sure to subscribe if you're yet to do so. Please subscribe and share. Okay.
Is this it? Action.
Okay, let's go, sir. Let's go, sir. You're going to read from the text, I believe.
Yes.
Let's go ahead.
Read, Governor.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. George Chimezie Menai. I am the immediate past head of service of River State. I resigned precisely on Monday on my own. I want to read on this.
Just 1 second. Please stand right here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Good afternoon once more. This is a press briefing by my humble self, Dr. George Chimezie HCA MNI, immediate past head of service of River State. My dear people of River State, it is with humility and every sense of responsibility and a sense of patriotism that I stand to address you today as your former head of service and someone who served from my heart. You will recall that I was appointed as head of service by our suspended governor, Governor Siminalayi Fubara, Grand Service of River State. Let me also use this opportunity to appreciate him for giving me the opportunity to serve as head of service. With loads of misinformation on print and electronic media, I've chosen to put the record straight. I was not sacked. Neither was I pressured to resign. I did so willingly from the depth of my heart. However, as an insider and a key player in the administration, and by my position, who worked closely with the suspended governor, it would be unfair for me to keep mute or for me not to address some key factors that have affected or that will affect our state if we continue on this trajectory. And I'm supposed to say that good men must talk. So that.
So what you just watched right now, if you've heard or if you've known what is happening in Rivers State, that Governor Fubara was impeached, okay? Not impeached, but he was suspended because of so many things that they said is happening in the Rivers State allegedly, and the president went and brought a new governor for them, while when Fubara is on suspension. So what you just watched is the former ex-head of service George Nweke came to say things about Fubara, okay, to make him look more bad and never to come back to that seat. Of course, allegedly, it looks like what they planned. But if you watch that video, you see how it was set up, and it looks like in a hotel room. You understand? Who stays in a hotel room? I don't know. You've seen what's happening. So just watch this next video, and I'll analyze it for you as well.
Is that governor?
Yes.
Is that minister of this one? My husband is in trouble. Where could I help you?
What happened?
People should help you. He went to Abuja this morning. I remember he said his friend Ogiri from Abuja called him. My husband is in trouble. I can't get this so. I can't get this so. My husband is in trouble. My husband is in trouble. All his friends are finished off. People should help me. My husband is in trouble.
No, madam, I don't know. I saw something this evening that they granted media this thing. So I'm even surprised that.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble. I don't know, he's in hospital. They have killed him. I don't know if he's alive. Where could I help me? Where could I help me? Where could I help me? Where could I help me?
All right. Okay. No problem. No. It's okay. You're sure you're not aware of this is action?
I don't know. He told me in the morning that his friend, I remember, He said so.
No, you know why I'm asking. You know why I'm asking. At least there's nothing that happens that he doesn't share with you. Where have I offended him, and where will he cook the level of lies against me? Where have I offended you people? After everything I've done for you people.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble. So please help me. I don't know how to find him. You push find Ogiri's number. Let him provide my husband though. I remember he said Ogiri from my boy. Now he said he get to come this morning, no. And then we'll have Monday, Sunday. I'm the chairman of the Monday, Sunday. Where will you go now? Where will you go now? Leave me here. How will I do this program alone in the church? He said he's coming back today. He's coming back today. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God, please help me. Help me, my husband is in trouble. Help me, please.
It's okay. No. Were they threatening him or what? Because I know at least.
I don't know now. Jesus, he's in trouble. This is not Igbo. He's in trouble. His phones are switched off. I sent a message on WhatsApp. I said, I'm in a hostage. I said, why would you do this to me? He did not respond, though. I have been calling since, though. I'm finished, though. Where is my husband? Oh, can you provide my husband, though? Oh, can you provide my husband?
It's okay. It's okay. No problem. We'll try to see what we can do. No problem.
Oh, God, please help me.
It's okay.
Please help me.
No problem.
Please
You know, anything anybody is doing in this life, if you do a good, you will meet good. If you do bad, definitely you will get your reward for the evil. You know my relationship with him. I don't know where I've offended him that he will cook this level of lies against me.
It's not Shimo. It's not. He cannot. He cannot. He decided that he cannot sign anything against you. He decided that he cannot sign anything against you. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, when he came back, I said.
So apparently the video you just watched now is wife of the ex-head of service, George Nweke's wife, calling Fubara to say that the husband has been kidnapped, that she has not seen the husband, that the husband has been forced to do whatever he's doing right now. And the man didn't even know what to say, because if you watch the video, you see that particular one is 100% true. And you see that the first video was actually looking like something that he was done under pressure. If you watch it, you see that he did it under pressure in that particular place. Like the first video that you saw where it was looking as if it was like a setup thing and all. So right now, Rivers State has been in a state of fire. Things has been happening. We don't know. It looks like the country is in dictatorship. We don't actually know. It's about 1 month that this has actually happened. It's about 1 month that this has happened, and we still have 5 months to go for the suspension, and that is basically what has been happening. And I'm going to also come and update you guys when something has happened real good. And you guys should watch the next video and we'll analyze it again
on television. And some of these are the issues we discuss. We're talking about building a society where no one is oppressed, as reflected in the top paragraph of our national anthem. As a former president and also from the Niger Delta, when the issue of suspending the governor came up, I think people call on me, oh, President Jonathan, oh, President Obasanjo, you should say something. People expected us to say something about what is happening. And of course, people don't even know that traditionally all over the world, former presidents hardly make statements about what the current presidents are doing because of the tension it could create in the country. In most cases, look at America, look at everywhere. So hardly for former presidents to make, sometimes you see and you believe. And of course, what is happening in Nigeria today regarding the situation in Rivers State is like an Indian proverb that said that if somebody is sleeping, really sleeping, you can easily wake up that person. But if the person is pretending to sleep, you find it difficult to wake up that person. The key actors in Nigeria, from executive to the legislature, luckily Senator Binta and others are here, and the judiciary, they know the correct thing to do. But they are refusing to do it. They are pretending to sleep. And waking such a person is extremely difficult because the person knows the right thing. A clear abuse of offices, clear abuse of power, clear abuse of privileges, cutting across from the three arms of government, from the executive to the parliament to the judiciary. And I always plead with our people that whatever we do affects everybody. And sometimes we do things and we think that it doesn't affect us. I've been a president before, and even after leaving office as a former president, people get to me. Why is that our passport is not valued that much? Why is that Nigerians are not given the kind of treatment we're supposed to receive at the international airports? Sometimes we think it's because of Yahoo boys or 419ers. No, not only them. Yes, they are part of the problem. But whatever happens in a country, decisions that are taken by the executive arm of government, decisions that are taken by the parliament, judicial decisions affect everybody. For example, no businessman can bring his money to invest in a country where the judiciary is compromised, where a government functionary can dictate to judges what judgment they will give. No man brings his money to invest in that economy because we are taking a big risk. So whatever we do affects everybody. And if we must build a nation for our children and our grandchildren, no matter how painful it is, we must strive to do what is right. It may cost us, but we must endeavor and pay the price to insist on doing what is right. Whether you're holding an executive office as a president, a minister, or a governor, or a special advisor, or executive, whether you're holding an office in the parliament, senate, or rep, whether you're a judicial officer at the high courts or appellate courts, we must strive to do what is right. If we want to build a nation that our children will be proud of.
So the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, spoke on the recent shenanigan of our president, President Bola Ahmed Asiwaju. Okay, and on the note of the suspension of the governor of Rivers State, Fubara, which he said that he is taking so much power into his hands. And this kind of thing has happened in Jonathan's time, and Tinubu was very much against it and helped the governor to fight for his rights. But now it's done. He's trying to do the same thing, and he has even done worse than anything you can talk about. So that's basically it. You don't know till power comes into your hand. You don't know how a man is till power comes into the man's hand. That is basically it. Just watch this video now and we'll analyze it as well.
Let me ask you, is it possible that a Nigerian president will go to France for a working visit, then a French president will not leave the same visitor and now travel to Egypt?
I was going to ask you that, Barrister. In a couple of seconds after now, I was really going to ask you, the president of Nigeria has gone to France on a working visit, and as he stands, 2 weeks to be precise, the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, is found in Egypt. Barrister, can we just oppose this to relationship?
That will tell you that Tinubu lied to Nigerians. I mean, the lie has been exposed. With what happened now, it has been exposed. I don't even think whether Emmanuel Macron knows that Tinubu is there. I'm not joking. I don't think so. He went there for medical help. I don't think Emmanuel Macron knows that a Nigerian president is in his country. I don't think so. You can see how these people lie to themselves.
Barrister, what is the implication of telling the people the truth about your medical status? Just like we found the King of the UK telling the people what his medical situation is all about. What exactly, Barrister, is the implication of telling your people the truth?
When you have that kind of man at the helm of affairs, David, don't expect much. I have told you here, a snake will always be long. Somebody who has been lying from infancy, from childhood to adulthood, he lied himself into office. He has been lying all his life. So why are you expecting him to tell you the truth now? Tell me, why?
First, there are some quarters that say that the president is having conversations with some dignitaries and, of course, ministers in France, and not just the president. Is there the possibility that Emmanuel Macron, the president of France,
can you imagine?
would leave his guests to his ministers and travel to the same Africa?
Hold on. No. Why are you not seeing Tinubu and the so-called dignitaries talking? Why are you not seeing them holding meeting? Or where they are, the internet did not get there. No, where Tinubu went to in France, you mean social media and internet is not accessible to that place as to show us what he's doing, the people he's meeting and all that. You mean such a thing? Is this the first time he traveled to that place and we didn't know what he went there to do?
Barrister, let's look at the position of the parliament, people in the parliament. With these kind of revelations that we have covered just a couple of minutes ago, what can the parliament do to checkmate the executive at the top at this time?
My dear, please, when you are talking of parliament, don't mention Nigeria. We don't have any parliament.
But some persons are there, Barrister.
No. They are
elected to be precise.
So the country is in chaos, and our president told us that he's traveling to France to go and brainstorm. And people are asking, you can't brainstorm in Nigeria. Immediately you came into seat, you renovated the presidential villa, renovated your personal house, and also renovated the vice president's house and whatnot. So you don't have anywhere in Nigeria where you can brainstorm other than going to France. So the internet and the country is in a state of chaos. All that has been happening, insecurity, and so on and so forth. And our president allegedly is nowhere to be found. So what you just watched now is a lawyer trying to dissect the situation. If you look at his face, you see how tired he is, and he can't even fathom what is going on. He's very tired, and he looks like someone who has lost hope, who knows the law but cannot use his law in a country that is lawless. I don't know how to say it, but you get what I'm saying. Yes, the last video I posted, somebody came under my comments and said that I'm speaking against my country and not. There is nothing like you're speaking against your country. You're basically saying what is happening in the country, and some people are saying that speaking against your country. If you don't say it out, how will your country be good? Yeah? If you don't say it, how is it going to be good? People want us to die in this situation, cover up the mistakes and the trashes of the leaders, why they're enjoying the money and why we are suffering. So that is just it. Just watch the last video as well that I updated you guys, and we'll come back and analyze it.
There's a lot of backlash, or what do we call it now? Like, a lot of people just were antagonizing the entire thing because they don't understand the concept of love in itself. Yeah. We're very feisty in this part of the world. We're very, very, why I love you, why do you love me? So, having... So I just feel like when I read the script, and I felt like that was the only way I could interpret it, because I wanted it to be the most genuine. I wanted it to be as raw as possible. And then this is a guy who most probably is not in the same educational status as this girl. But he had wealth. He had something that could make up for what he was lacking. And he used it to the best of his abilities. And I feel like that's what a lot of the average Nigerian man, I don't even want to talk about Igbo people or Yoruba people. If you are not as educated and you can cater to her, you would level up somehow. You would just look for a way to fill in the gaps, and that's what I just tried to sell, and somehow it just worked.
Like you buy the building she works in.
Yeah. There was a backstory to that. So he didn't buy the building because that was where she worked. He bought the building because he was a businessman. So it happened that she was working in the building that he bought. And then when he found out that that was where he worked, or where she worked rather, he was like, oh, I should make an entrance. Exactly. Now that this is my building, I should
leveling up. That's you want 11.
Yeah.
Are there similarities
Are there any similarities between you and Odogwu Panama? Well, is there anything that you feel like, me and this guy like that? I'm just asking for my sisters out there.
I would say I love love, you know, but I'm not a billionaire. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not going to buy any building to get a number. I'm not doing that. But I mean, we're Igbo. I'm Igbo as well. So, but apart from that, I'm a little bit more. To buy any building? No, not me today. But I don't think I'm a little bit more educationally qualified than he was, you know. So, but and I think education just spoils a lot of things because there's certain things I might not want to do, you know, because of my exposure and certain things. But I'm not alien to this person, so I had to find it somewhere on my inside. So it's there somewhere. It's there.
Bring it out.
It's in me, but I can't bring it out just yet.
Yes.
So
Bring it out yet, but it's there. Everybody has that Odogwu.
Yes. We know we can do it.
Your account.
That's the thing. It's not doing it for us.
It's your account. How far you go? Okay, so you talked about how you worked on set. So that means you're given the liberty on set, to actually depict the role. Then talking about the Odogwu part of it, a lot of people actually said that you overplayed the role.
Yeah.
That some people said Igbos don't love that way. While some people said, true, Igbos are simps. They love, in fact, they do worse than what you actually did in the movie. What are your thoughts about that?
Okay, so for me, first it was poetic license. As a creative, I just did it the way I would do it. Another actor could have interpreted it or delivered it differently. But I didn't do it based off of any ethnic group or anything. I just played it the way Uzor would play or interpret. That was Obiora. So what I did, the moment I became the character, I wasn't thinking of anything else, right?
Crazy, that's my brother's name.
Are you serious?
Obiora is my brother's name.
But Igbos are known to train women through school. And then we've heard a lot. I think I've heard more Igbos training women through school and then the ladies ended up leaving them at some point, than any other tribe. So if you say that, it's not alien for the Igbos to do that. I know that Igbos will take care of you, take care of your sister, take care of your mom, build a house for them, just take on everything. So it's I wouldn't say that, I don't think that I overplayed it. I did it the way I would have loved to play it.
Well, let me ask you, if you were like an actual Odogwu Panara, would you take on such?
I'll do more.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'll do more.
I'm talking about.
You train the village.
Oh, come on.
All right, so I want us to move a bit away from, love in every word. I mean, you did fantastic in it, but we know that that's not the only thing that you do. I have a short video.
So this was our latest movie, the Odogwu Parara, that broke the internet. You can go and watch it. The movie was produced by Omonoboli on YouTube, okay? The movie is still making waves all up till now. He was invited in Arise News. Also, the Sterling Bank or something invited him as well. So that is it for what's trending on Simply Nono Obi. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you in my next video. Subscribe if you're yet to subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Do have a lovely day. Bye.